Hey guys, you're joining us today for the first unboxing, the first look at our exclusive Sony PlayStation Move controller, which Jane is very nicely modelling there. This is the first time we've had the PlayStation Move outside of being accompanied by Sony representatives, so it's just freshly come in the post today, and we're going to take a look. Now, first thing to note is, Jane, that this is the press kit. Yeah. This is not what you're going to buy in stores, but
no,
it includes,
it won't look like this.
It includes all the same stuff that you're going to get.
It's pretty similar in terms of contents, but yeah, you won't get this shiny box.
Which is very nice.
Presumably,
actually.
It is pretty nice.
It looks like a nice orb inside.
There we go. Sort of a fisheye effect.
So let's crack it open, see what we're going to get.
Inside you've got one controller. There we go.
Which is the PlayStation Move.
Which is the PlayStation Move controller, that's right. No navigation controller, but that's the same with the starter bundles at retail. And obviously you've got the PlayStation Eye camera here. I'll pass that over to you. So
you have to use it with the PlayStation Eye. The Move is kind of a cross between the standard motion controller and the camera technology as well, because it uses a sensor in here to track where it is in 3D. So you need both of those to play with PlayStation Move.
Yeah, it's got LEDs inside, so we'll fire it up later and you'll see it can glow all kinds of colours.
Flashing away.
But yeah, it's got accelerometer and a rate sensor inside it, so it can do angle and acceleration. Yeah.
Cool, okay.
There's a wrist strap, so you don't fling it through your TV. And there's a bunch of assets and some demo discs. We've got Sports Champions and what's it called? Kung Fu Rider.
You've got Kung Fu Rider, Sports Champions and Move Party as well.
The one.
So
yep.
3 games. These games that we've got are part of the press kit, so you have to play them on a debug machine. We haven't got retail kits just yet, but the actual hardware is all what you're going to buy in stores, which is quite cool. So the interesting stuff happens when you turn this bad boy on. So let's plug it in and talk through the rest of the actual Move controller. Okay, so we've unboxed the PlayStation Move. We've actually got 2 of the controllers. Sony sent us over 2. We've plugged it in, synced it to our PlayStation 3, and as you can see, it's these bulbous things on top are now glowing a bright colour, which is quite nice, right?
Yeah, totally. Yeah, you've got your wrist strap on, but
I've got my wrist strap on.
I'm going wrist strap free, yeah.
Don't tell Sony.
Don't tell Sony.
So these actually change colour when you're playing. I've noticed. I was playing a couple of games, and when bad things happen, it turns red, and sometimes when you're in menus, it goes yellow, and various different colours. It actually gives you visual feedback as to what's happening.
Yeah. Also, I think it can change colour. Just say you had a bright pink living room, it can like change to something more appropriate, so the camera can better pick it out against the background. I think that's also an option, and also to distinguish like player 1 from player 2, obviously.
Yeah.
So.
Which it's doing right now. So hardware-wise, what do you think? You like the shape, the feel?
Yeah. I mean, it doesn't feel cheap. So I mean, it's still kind of lollipop-like, but we all knew that was coming. So, but yeah, it feels pretty good. The trigger's nice, good quality hardware, definitely.
It comes with a rechargeable lithium-ion battery, so it's pretty much, as soon as we unboxed it, we were good to go with this. But it charges just through the standard same connector, USB connector as the standard controllers. And overall, it feels like a nice premium device, I have to say. So we've been sent Sports Champions, Move Party, and Kung Fu Rider.
That's right.
Has anyone piqued your interest?
I was all about Sports Champions. In fact, I tried the archery and the gladiator combat, and the volleyball, which was entertaining. The archery, in fact, I was using two controllers for, so that was good fun.
So you don't need the sub-controller or the navigation controller?
Well, you didn't need the navigation controller for what I was playing in Sports Champions, no. And as I understand it, there'll only be a 1 controller requirement for the launch titles, right. Because there's only 1 controller in the starter kits, I guess. But yeah, it's definitely accurate. The calibration is really important though, because it is that accurate. So, say for the Sports Champions games I was playing, you have to step within a box. It shows your image on screen through the camera, and you have to step within this particular box and calibrate it with your shoulder and then your hip and then your belt buckle. And if you get the calibration wrong, you'll really notice it once you start playing, because it is that accurate. Also, it said you have to be 2.5 meters back, which is actually a pretty big distance. So I was sort of backing into the HR department at the same time.
Yeah, it's okay in our office, but if you're in a small apartment or something, then that's going to be a problem.
Yeah, I don't think that's necessarily characteristic of all the games, but definitely for the archery, it was saying you need to be 2.5 meters back from the screen, or back from the camera anyway. Yeah.
And so the games that we've got right now are kind of like party games. There are games like Killzone that are going to come out and support this. The demo disc that's going to come with the retail version is going to come with the Shoot, TV Superstars, iPet as well, which we played a little bit of before. What's the kind of killer app, do you think, right now? I'm
really excited for the Little Big Planet 2 kind of functionality with the Move. I think as a as a kind of UGC device for like, you know, creating levels, and some of the tech demos you could really see it lending itself well to like Little Big Planet stuff. So hopefully they'll be doing some of that.
Right, but it's launching with quite a few games, and also if you're buying it in the US, you actually get Sports Champions with it. It's slightly more expensive than it is here in the UK. I think it's £50 here in the UK or $100 in the US, but it does include a game.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's plenty of games coming out.
They're going to do the iPad bundle as well in the US.
That's right, and bundles with the hardware as well if you haven't got a PlayStation 3. So they're making a big push on it this year. Well, this device is available in mainland Europe on September the 15th. It's available in the UK September the 17th, and it should be available in the US slightly after. You can read out more about the games as well as the hardware. Just head over to GameSpot.com.